Hey guys, Clay Cards here, coming to you with a video, a little recap of the pickups from the Wisconsin Dells show. Just thought I'd hop on and share a few things that I got out of the show. Some higher end, some lower end, a nice mixture. If you haven't heard about the show, really nice. Everyone I've talked to enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. Venue was just amazing. Out at the Kalahari, easy to get around. Restaurants on site were good. VIP party was fun. So next one's in August. I'll definitely plan on going to that. So if you haven't looked into it at all yet, I would suggest doing show. So it was a really good show. Turnout was solid, and got some nice stuff. So thought I'd hop on and share it. Some of the lower end stuff here, and then a bigger deal at the end. Got a Duncan refractor, black, so it kind of jersey match there, out of 500. So cool card. These are ones I'm kind of interested in. Some of the Chronicle stuff, obviously it was pretty mass produced, but the teal retail seemed to be pretty short printed. Like you don't see a lot of the teal ones. So I was able to pick this up at like 15 bucks. So we'll see if the teal short prints end up being, showing themselves here and being worth something. So we'll see there. Picked this up in trade. Westbrook 2012 first year select refractor. So nice one there. Again, picked it up in trade. Didn't pay 40 bucks on it, but Trout Donruss short print. Not a huge card by any means, but Trout short print, can't go wrong. Josh Allen, he's picked up a bunch of steam here. His stuff's getting to where it's pretty expensive, so was happy to pick this one up in a trade as well. Also picked up this Tua in trade. Not huge on Tua, but makes sense to add something. I really don't have much of anything Tua, so was able to pick this up as part of trade as well. Probably going to end up sending a lot of this into SGC. We'll see if we can do like a video of what I end up sending and, when it comes back, and maybe we can do like a recap of, what I paid for it versus what we were able to sell it for in SGC. I think that'd be an interesting series somewhat. So we'll see if we can make something work there. Picked up a little Mellow Prism. I actually don't have one of these yet. I don't have very much of the 2021 product. So was nice to pick one of these up finally. Obviously didn't pay $225, but I think I got this at like 90 bucks, 80 bucks, somewhere in there. So nice to add one of those. I'm a big fan of these 2013 colors. There's like a blue pulsar and the red pulsars. They look so good. I like Keenan Allen as well. We'll see if Herbert keeps tossing the ball. So like that one. I've got a few of these Keenan Allen colors from 2013, so not working on a rainbow, but kind of fell into one. Picked up this Wade auto, Cavs uniform. So being a Cavs fan, it wasn't a bad thing to add one of these. Not a lot of Cavs stuff for Wade, so not a bad pickup there. Numbered out of 45, so not a bad one there. Obviously, his Cavs career didn't quite pan out, but still, historic player in a Cavs uniform. So picked up these three 2012 Prism Silvers. I just don't think you can go wrong with the 2012 Silvers. Decent names, but no one ginormous. Obviously, Jerry West, Hall of Famer, but traded for these as well. Did a decent amount of trading. I'm not usually a big trade guy, but, when you see something you like and you can, not quote-unquote spend money on it, especially when I'm trading away graded stuff that I have less into. I buy it raw, grade it. So, when it's stuff like that I don't have as much into, it's a lot easier to make trades like that. So grab this Anthony Davis. I'm thinking this is probably a 9, maybe a 10. Gonna hold off and send this one to PSA. I'm actually working on a set of these 2012 Prism base set. So this one I needed for the set. and traded for this as well. So, you know, was able to make a trade and add a card to the set that I'm working on. Picked up an Iverson refractor. This is LeBron's rookie year. Nice one there. I paid 40 on it, which was pretty strong, but I like the card. So it's not in perfect shape by any means. I think it's a little scratched, actually. Yeah, it's got a little up by his head. There's some scratches, so not a perfect card, but one I liked, so decided to add it anyway. Let's see if I can find the matching card for this. Yeah. So I picked these two up for a combined $30. A Walt Frazier on-card auto. It just felt like a no-brainer to me. Really cool card. On-card auto, Walt Frazier, and then you got to add a field level Chase Young, former Buckeye. That was an easy deal for me. Really like the Frazier card, so I might actually end up sending this one to SGC. Get the dual card and auto grade. I think it'd look good in the tux, so we'll see what we end up doing there. I'm big on the 2016 Optic colors too. These have kind of picked up steam, then they kind of fell off a little bit, but Booker out of 49 kind of looks like they're going to get bounced by the Lakers now. But like the card, and I like the set going forward, first year of Optic. So the colors kind of pop on these first year Optics too. So I like that one. LeBron, I think this is the box set rookie. So not a huge card, but a LeBron rookie nonetheless. A Tatis rookie debut. Guy's just been on fire. So doesn't hurt to add one of these. And this one actually looks like it's in pretty good shape. A lot of these update from 2019 are in, you know, kind of tough shape. The corners kind of get soft, but this one looks pretty good. So this one actually came to me in trade as well. This came from the guys over at Sports Card Nonsense, Mike and Jesse. They stopped by the table. We chatted for a while. I'm actually familiar with the podcast. I listen to a lot of Simmons stuff, and he talks about it sometimes on the Ringer Network. So Mike and Jesse stopped by. We talked for a little bit, talked about the pod, and ended up making a trade for this Griffey rookie. I've got a couple of these, but they were kind of working on a trading up kind of deal. So I had, you know, a PSA graded card that I wasn't into for a lot of money, you know, and was able to just make a trade with them, kind of help them out, get me a Griffey rookie. Nothing hurts there. So nice talking to those guys. Wish them all the best with the pod. So picked up this LeBron rookie. Got a nice deal on it. I have one of these already as well. Kind of thought it'd be an interesting time to pick one up and see what happens if they're able to make a run from the 7 seed here. So we'll see what happens with this one. Obviously, it's a LeBron rookie, so you know you're not too worried about LeBron's value long term. So not a bad pickup there. And we'll get down to a couple of my favorites. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen these already. Joe Burrow, Impeccable Elegance RPA. These are one of my favorite RPA cards, the Impeccable cards. So this one's out of 35. On-card auto. This one came sealed as well. Just a great card. Love this one. Chase over at CRV Cards on Instagram. I think it's CRV_cards. Made a trade with me on this one. I've eyeballed these for a while just because I think these are great RPAs. So was really glad to pick one of these up. And Chase made it really easy too. So shout out to Chase on that one. And then got this one as well. I'm not a huge baseball guy, and I hate picking up players at their peak. And it kind of feels like Ohtani is at a point where, you know, his cards are probably the most valuable they've ever been. But this one's just too cool to pass up. Another one that I traded for, I think I threw some cash in on this one too. So partial trade, partial cash. Ended up being around 1,200 in value, I believe, between the trade and the cash. But I don't think one of these has sold since before the season. So that kind of made me, a little intrigued on it to see, maybe there's a value bump with the way he's been playing. So, and these are also extremely tough grades. The color from 2018 update, again, it's just the corners get soft. It's just really tough grade. So was happy to pick one of these up. The Father's Day blue, numbered out of 50. We'll see where it goes. I'm not sure what I want to do with this yet. If I want to try to, quick flip it and, do something with it while he's hot. It just, if you saw my Instagram post, it just feels like every week or two he's doing something that just hasn't been done since Babe Ruth. So that feels like a guy you might want to hang on to, but haven't really decided on that yet. So a nice one there. The rest of this stuff was all picked up in one deal. I was talking to a couple buddies, and they're like, "What? You kind of have the tendency to end the show with just some kind of giant deal," and for some reason or another, I do. So this was done at the end of the show. I picked up all of this stuff. A lot of it will go to grading. I ended up talking to the guy who I bought this from for probably 2 hours easily. Really easy guy to work with. We went through all the pricing on this stuff. He made it easy for me. I feel like I made it easy for him, and that's kind of how deals get done. So start off, I picked up 5 Tatum Hoops rookies. Again, these are actually pretty well centered. I kind of talked to the guy. I told him, yeah, I do a lot of grading. He's like, he hates grading, despises it. And so that kind of, set an alarm off in my head. Well, maybe there's some gradable stuff here. So so I got these 5 Hoops rookies. Happy with those. I picked up all of these Acuna Heritage rookies. I think it ended up being like 20 of them. There's a few that are off-centered, but for the most part, they're in good shape. And a lot of this stuff was just well taken care of. It was in team bags. It was, in these like mags. The mags are penny sleeved inside. You can kind of see the sleeve there. So they're penny sleeved and then put in a mag and then put in a team bag. All of this stuff's just well taken care of. So I was happy to see that as well. So a lot of Acuna cards there. I picked up these 3 Tim Duncan rookies. The EX cards look nice, and then you've got the kind of the iconic Metal Universe Duncan. So again, a couple that are in nice shape. More Acuna. I picked up 5 Bowman Chrome First rookies. These have kind of skyrocketed, but I got a nice deal on them. They're in good shape, well taken care of again. So on stuff where you kind of know it's been taken care of, it's in good shape. It's a lot easier to pay strong on that kind of stuff. Where you just know it's in good condition, possibly gradable. For me, it's easy to pay strong on that. Picked up a mega box first as well. I was surprised to see what these were going for now. I think I ended up picking this up at like $220. But I think they're doing every bit of $250, $260. So I was happy to pick that up. Again, it's in good shape, so it will likely go off to grading. Let's see here. Picked up a bunch of Vlad Topps Chrome. He's been on fire this year as well. So I'm not sure how many I got here, like 15 maybe. So there's 4 of them. Again, penny sleeved, mags, team bags, just the whole 9 yards there. Well taken care of. So there's 4, 8, 12, 13. So there's 13 of them. And then there's an X-Fractor as well. Would have to look at my sheet and see what I paid on these. I think I paid 20 per on the chrome base, and then maybe $100 on this one. I'd have to check, but felt like with the potential for grading them, that was a fair price. Everyone's happy with. Picked up some Wander Franco Megas. Probably going to hold on to these. Well, we'll probably grade them, and then we'll probably hold on to him until he gets called up. Hopefully it's this year. I've been holding some Franco stuff. I'm not a big baseball guy, but seems to me like if you've got the patience, you can buy some of these top prospects and just hold them until they get called up, and then sell when they get called up. Sell the hype there. So that's kind of my plan for Franco. So I'll kind of add these to the stash, and then when he gets called up, we will, come on out with those and see what we can do. So there's 4 of those there. Picked up a Kyle Lewis lot. I'm not a big Kyle Lewis guy, but, the price that was being offered was just, it was fair. And again, hopefully some of this stuff's gradable, so it just made sense to go ahead and pick these up. This is just the rainbow foil. Got a opening day blue foil. Finest, Topps Finest, Baseball's Finest rookie. Another opening day blue foil. This one's cool. This is the same card as the Ohtani, different year. So this is the Father's Day blue out of 50. 5 of 50 on the Kyle Lewis. This one's probably a 9. The corner there is a little soft on the top left. You can kind of see that. Top left corner is pretty soft. Hoping for a 9. It could even be lower than a 9, but again, it's just generally tough grades. So that kind of, when you're buying these Topps colors, you kind of expect 9s. If you run into something better than a 9, that's just kind of a blessing. But you kind of have to expect a lower grade when you're buying these colors from Topps. And then I picked up this purple as well. This is the Meyer. If you're familiar with the Meyer sets, the Meyer purples, the way they actually release these is you get a cardboard like packaging, and there's 3 packs inside of the cardboard, and then the purple card is just loose inside of the pack. So there's no protection on it. It's just loose in there. So these are nearly impossible to grade due to the way they're distributed. But this one's in good shape. It's probably a 9. Again, the corner's a little soft down here, but not terribly soft. So if we could get a 9 out of this one, I'd be pretty happy with it. So, especially with how tough those are. A couple more here. Shea. I really like Shea. Optic purple rookie. Not a whole lot to say about this one. He kind of shut him down at the end of the year. The Thunder are just awful. So hopefully he comes back strong next year and continues to prove how valuable he is. They were afraid they were going to win too many games if they kept playing him. So then we got a Heritage Gleiber Air card. It says Air right there. So this is the Air variation. His name's in a different color. I think it's yellow normally, if I remember right. So that's the Gleiber. He's come on strong here the last 2 weeks. Coming back off the COVID, not suspension. I don't even know what we want to call it anymore. COVID, coming back. Exposure, that's what we'll call it. A COVID exposure. Then I picked up this Tatis Heritage Refractor. Really like the Heritage Refractors. They're just great looking cards. Saw this one. This is actually the one that kind of drew me to the guy's showcase. Was the Heritage Refractor here. So nice card, well centered, numbered 569, and Tatis has just been on absolute fire. So hopefully this one's gradable. But either way, love the Heritage Refractors. Got the Soto to match. So a couple of the young stars in baseball. Hopefully they're both able to, continue on the path to stardom. The Soto's a touch off center top to bottom. Sometimes it's easier to see if you hold it sideways, but there's more space on this one than on this side. So touch off center, probably a 9. But again, numbered, young star in baseball. Pretty happy with the pickup there. And felt like I got decent deals on both of them. So picked up, let's see, we'll go a couple Tatis Heritage cards. So again, just a young star in baseball. I gotta say, for starting off here with saying I'm not a big baseball guy, this is pretty much all baseball. I'm dipping my toes in the water, I guess. Some Robert first. I know he got hurt. Hopefully he comes back next year strong and is able to get back to the pricing he was at. So we got a first there, then a couple first megas. The megas just look really good. Those are just good looking cards. So a couple of the first megas. Then we have a SP from Topps. This is just the SP. There's a SSP with him. I think it's him running the bases. So this is just the SP. And then a refractor, Topps Chrome. So that's all the Robert stuff there. Pretty happy with that, and got a decent price on it. It was a post-injury price. So stuff I'll probably hold on to until next year and see if he comes back strong. No sense in really moving it at the current pricing. And then a Bichette Bowman Chrome Refractor. Don't see a lot of these, and they're usually in pretty rough condition. I actually haven't looked at this one, so let's pop it open here. The surfaces are usually scratched on these. They're just tough in that way. So again, if you haven't seen a mag like this, so the mag comes off just like normal, but there's space for a penny sleeve inside. So the card actually goes in penny sleeved. Kind of a nice setup there. Don't see a lot of those, but so you can see a little mark up there on the top right, but I think that'll wipe right off. This is pretty clean. I'm pretty happy with that, given the way these normally look. So pretty happy with that one. There's a little mark there by his knee. Not sure. That one looks like a scratch, so that's probably not coming off, but probably a 9 anyway. Should be an easy 9, so pretty happy with that, given that those are usually pretty tough grades. And then picked up 3 Trout cards. This is a short print, Science and Balls. Again, just can't go wrong with the Trout short print. Feels like his pricing will always be there. So little Trout short print there. Then I went with the Trout vintage stock. So this one's actually, if you're familiar with the Topps cards, they're normally a little glossy on the surface. This one's just flat cardboard, so it does have the old school feel to it. So they call it the Topps vintage, and they changed the little logo up here too. There's the normal logo. So they changed the logo there. These are numbered out of 99. I don't know what to call this. They're not like stamped like the Ohtani, right? That one's stamped in the gold. This is kind of like, I don't even know what to call it. Yeah, I'm not sure what to call that, but it's marked differently. So Trout vintage stock, nice card. And then we went with the Trout Topps Chrome variation. So this is a variation in itself of him diving after the ball. But this is the gold refractor version. So number 23 out of 50. Trout gold, feels like you can't go wrong with that combination. Trout gold. So don't have a ton of Trout stuff. I've got a couple of the updates, but beyond that, don't have a ton of it. So it was nice to pick up a couple nice pieces. And then I kind of took a flyer on these. Ended up talking to the guy for a long time, and he kind of put me onto these. And he had some extras that he was able to get rid of cheap. So I'm just kind of dipping my toes in the water here. Don't know a ton about them. But the guy I was talking to kind of ran me through how they work, grading a lot for other people. I've seen a lot of people starting to send these in for grading. So, it kind of piqued my interest. I asked him about what he knew about them. He was actually really knowledgeable about these Fortnite cards. And so I got to learn a little bit. And, it feels like when people start grading them, it means something. So was happy to be able to pick these up. This one, I believe, is the best one here. I still need to look at most of them. But, we looked at a comp on this one. This is I think like a $400 card. I believe was what it comped at, was like a $400 card. And he just sold me all these for $400. So made sense to me, seeing the comp on that, and then getting these kind of tossed in. Don't know if these are $5 cards or if one of these could be a $50 or $100 card. I have no clue. Gonna have to look them up, but with the amount of people I've seen grading them, kind of made sense to just grab some, especially at the deal that he gave me here. That can kind of happen at shows too. You talk to somebody for a long time, you get comfortable with the way both of you do business, and you're able to make a deal for both of you. I'm sure he didn't have much of anything into these, and it was able to kind of get my foot into the market for Fortnite cards. So interesting enough, these are the crystals. These are all crystal cards. We'll see where they go. I'm going to have to do some more research on them. I know they're all like uncommon outfits. Some of them are there's skins on the game, right? So uncommon outfits. There's a rare, another rare, and then an epic. So gonna have to do some more homework on these, but found them interesting, was able to make a deal with the guy, so kind of happy to add them, especially with how many I've seen graded recently. So do some research on these if you're intrigued, because I was, and we'll see how they go. So anyway, guys, was happy to go through this stuff with y'all. Hit up the Wisconsin Dells show coming in August. It's the 20th through the 22nd. Again, a show I had a great time at, so wouldn't hurt to look into it. Was a good time for sure. So hopefully we can do something with an upcoming video where we talk about some of the prices I paid on this stuff, and talk about what we're able to sell it at after grading. So hopefully we can do something like that. But we'll try to get some more videos coming soon. Appreciate everybody watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Thanks, guys.